Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of UFTA Premium. I'm your host, Darren Walters, and on this particular episode, we are going to discuss the future of UFTA. You know, in case anything happens to me, of course, I want all my wishes to be known to like certain legal parties and other entities, what to do with the state, living will, that sort of thing. So I just want to have that documented. But what I'm doing here is I'm figuring out. I finally now have a handle on how much it costs to print UFTA. So we're looking in the range of about $30,000. I mentioned that on the previous video, and in the meantime, I've been researching just all the ways that people have figured out how to earn some income online, doing various things. And one of the ideas that struck me as a possibility is teaming up with Etsy. Etsy, as many of you know, has a large amount of handcrafted goods and materials available for selling. And I thought, they like Amazon, like Walmart, they also have affiliate programs where you could make recommendations and add links to your websites to these other places. And so what I've been doing in the meantime is I've been creating product listings. So if you're ever on Etsy, the thing to do is if you type in UFTA without the dash in the middle, there's got to be oof and then space and then duh. The what you're going to do is that's going to, if you type that into their search engine, it's going to bring up about, I would say I have 18 to 19 products right now that are ready and available for you and your family. You know, there's a nice wide arrangement of possibilities there. Mostly it's apparel, but there's a few other just kind of like health and beauty products and home furnishings that you might find to your liking. So by all means, please go ahead and check that out anytime you're browsing online. You'll recognize my stuff simply by the keyword UFTA. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, that catches us up to everything that I have in UFTA for this week. Um, I think as far as rules, we're pretty concrete. There are a few minor issues that might come up when you're playing your friends and family that I maybe haven't addressed, but that's part of the appeal of UFTA. I don't want to give you the idea that you can conquer UFTA in just a few days. It's really a lifelong experience of trial and error, failure and regret, and overcoming adversities and just living life experiences, right? And so, with that emphasis, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to play a few rounds, and then if any important issues come up that I haven't addressed in previous videos, let's just see what happens. As you may know by now, there's roughly 600 hours of UFTA under my belt on YouTube, so it's becoming a vast library, a real treasure chest of important hints, facts, features about the game, and just general knowledge. So anyway, so let's get started. See if anything new happens this time. Oops, I'm gonna need the dice. I'll be back. I don't know if Schwarzenegger will be back, but we'll see. All right, so here we go. Four is productive. Let's do the squash. Oh, we got lucky this time. My retired father, he's so cool. He he has a winning strategy every time, and he somehow manages to get the right crop on the right cover crop field every time. And, it blows me away, like it's some magic trick. I don't know how he does it, right? It's just an enigmatic, it's a mystery. But yeah, it gives them an edge, you know. A few points here and there makes a huge difference in UFTA, especially as you're starting the game and you're trying to build up from nothing. So, a quick start is always appealing. Okay, so So what is UFTA really about? I mean, I've tried to tell you, delve into it philosophically, and it's about a lot of things. But it's also about it's about creating value, right? That's kind of what we're hoping to do with so much content creation, is we're trying to create value for our listeners, readers, viewers. And so I do hope everything is leading in that direction for you as I create these. Okay, so here's the squash. Yeah, so we're basically, you know, the goals and incentives and motivations in UFTA are financial, sort of, because you do try, you know, you're trying to earn the money, but you're also trying to create social goods, you know, feeding the world. That's what farmers try to do, anyway. Okay, so here's this. Squash and carrots. So the real trick is to figure out how to align your goals with a paycheck, right? Because that's the sweet spot. You know, if you're doing what you love, that provides the ultimate life satisfaction, I feel. Many of us are not doing what we love. I didn't do what I loved for 7 or 8 years because I was in debt. So that's not a place you want to be. Squash. Squash on squash is 13. So yeah, one of the beautiful aspects of UFTA is it's really true to life. You know, I emphasize the fun and the camaraderie and just the memorable times you're going to have with your family and friends. But there's also an underlying truth and reality to UFTA, which is you need to make more money than you spend, right? You know, if you're operating by the rules of capitalism and you go along with it, right? Okay, so but you know, you don't have to work in a capitalist system because there's other human values, right? Besides the almighty dollar. It's just that most of us are worshiping the money. So that seems to be where things are heading. Squash. Five is productive. Okay. Four is productive. Yeah, so I recently had a birthday, and you're not going to believe this. You know, I'm not a great Facebook user. I'm aware of it. I'm on there occasionally, especially if I'm giving announcements to what the latest is with UFTA. But I am so out of touch that I didn't realize that you have to go in and manually adjust to let people know about some of your information. My birthday was recently held. It was on the 1st of March. And what happened was nobody sent me a happy birthday on Facebook. I mean, presumably I had 5,000 friends there. But, you know, I do realize there's a lot of scamming, untrustworthy things. So, you know, I'm cautious. But the problem is, when you have a birthday, you kind of hope to get at least a few birthday wishes. I mean, who doesn't, right? No matter what age you reach, you're still grateful for a birthday. And so what happened was I got crickets, and then I realized someone finally told me that, hey, maybe your birthday is not on display for everyone to see. So it never dawned on me. I thought all these birthdays on Facebook were automatic. I thought you had to give Facebook that information in order to get your profile up and going. And then I thought, that's why everybody knows everybody else's birthday because of Facebook. I can't keep track of birthdays. If I didn't have technological help, I'd be in trouble. So, some technology is definitely beneficial. Other types just are intrusive and don't add much value to life. Or ultimate and tireless, like luxury items. They don't help you earn money. The tools that help you earn money, those are the ones that are worthwhile. But I can't say that everything in the technological world does just that. I mean, many of the technological tools I've been using haven't been saving money. I've done a lot of content creation, and lacking wealthy sponsors, all I have are tools that cost me money, and I don't see the savings, at least not yet. Okay, so here's a 2. But maybe it's just a question of time, right? Over time, using the right, correct tools will save you a bundle, or earn you a lot. Okay, so what's that? Oh, so already I do want to draw your attention to the undercut crop happens to be squash. No one's in a position to take advantage of that in this particular game. But it is something I want to draw attention to because the undercut crop is a very lucrative opportunity early in the game. If it comes up and you're in a position where you can take advantage of it, you just happen to have the undercut crop twice in your weight cube tray, for instance, that might be worthwhile, right? Because the huge advantage is you can put a fender doodle out, a free fender doodle out, like so. And even though people can move it, it protects the squash from moving in the event of a die roll 2. And you can also promote your fender doodle, of course. But the idea is the crop is protected while you're growing that undercut crop, which is a huge boon in your favor, right? So anyway, these are some of the tips and strategies I have for now. Just stay tuned. Keep looking at the YouTube descriptions below the video for new opportunities, new links to products from Amazon that I'm affiliated with, and also of course, the Etsy shop that I've just opened up. All right. Well, it's getting really bright because the sun came out, so I think that's going to do it for me. So until I see you next time, everybody, keep on playing Ubuntu. Adios.